saw Minato, you were already dead.
If you saw Minato, you were already dead. That's low-key glazed. How to kill a teleporter. Damn, nigga capitalize that kill word too. Nigga really wants to kill a teleporter, nigga.
Teleportation users are annoying. They're faster than your fastest character and have to really mess up to ever be in danger. Which is why today, we're going to kill 3 most famous teleporters in anime.
Okay, so Minato low-key is the teleporter, but he's low-key not. Like, he is, but like his shit low-key nerfed. Hem is OP though, he just teleports, nigga. That shit is crazy.
The rules are strict. I can only use characters from the respective series. I am looking for the lowest possible investment. For example, sending a 20-finger Sukuna to kill Todo would be total overkill. No cringe schemes. Poisoning someone's drink or betraying trust is forbidden. It's just boring. And that's it. As for the strategy, I completely discarded the idea of a fair and honorable matchup, because if a teleporter decides not to fight, they could easily just escape, or worse, completely turn the tables. So it's crucial to catch them off guard. But most importantly, the plan always begins with finding their weakness. Not much is known about Todo's past. He doesn't come from a known sorcerer lineage and isn't stated to have any unique talent like Megumi or Yuta. And yet, he's still widely considered as one of the strongest sorcerers in the series. Even without his own domain or reverse curse technique, Todo's immense physical stats alone allow him to overwhelm opponents who supposedly should have a way higher potential. But it's his self-proclaimed IQ of 530,000 that makes him a complete menace, because it allows him to fully utilize his curse technique, Boogie Woogie. Boogie Woogie is one of the few
nigga named Boogie Woogie. Nigga's whole ability called Boogie Woogie. Imagine getting your shit packed up by a nigga named Boogie Woogie. I mean, by an ability called Boogie Woogie. I'd be sick, but that shit low-key hard.
Utility-based
He was frying, indeed.
Techniques alongside Gojo's Limitless and Mahito's Idol Transfiguration. This technique instantly swaps positions of any 2 targets within Todo's range, including inanimate objects. It's harmless at first glance.
Hey, low-key. His shit kind of similar to Trafalgar Lost Power a little bit. Trafalgar Lost Power is much cleaner, but this shit is hard. And it's similar to that.
But combined with Tojo's exceptional combat intelligence, we saw how dominating it is even against the very top of JJK's verse. Luckily for us, Todo's technique has an obvious limitation. Boogie Woogie is condition based. The trigger is a simple, quick motion that you can't predict and sometimes can't even trust. Only a true Jujutsu sorcerer, as Sukuna put it, can make this technique lethal. So much so that it was only stopped after a stroke of genius from a special great curse. But what if I told you this was complete overkill? Curse speech is the only technique in existence that can be negated by reinforcing your ears with curse energy, because its primary effect is essentially a verbal command. However, the only known users belong to a single family of outlaws, making it unlikely for most to ever encounter it in their lifetime. Being a seasoned sorcerer, Todo instinctively reinforces his body the moment he sends malice directed at him from Inomaki's direction. This technique wasn't aimed at his body. Miwa's stance made it clear she intended to kill with one swing.
Miwa!
From this angle, there was only one spot Miwa could aim at. Thus, Todo did the best thing he could think of. Except, how durable can a neck really be?
Damn, nigga. Damn.
This strategy won't work on our next target. Minato Namikaze is not new to mind control. Where he grew up, Genjutsu is taught about early on, but even then, he never needed to use it. Entire armies designated him flee on sight, a reputation he earned during the...
They designated him flee on sight. That shit crazy.
This strategy...
You know how cold you gotta be for the ops to order you whenever niggas see you to just leave? That's just OP.
Strategy won't work on our next target. Minato Namikaze is not new.
I will forever say this. This nigga is the coldest Naruto character to ever exist. They need a spinoff on just him. I That's what I'm saying, bro.
Due to mind control. The way he grew up, genjutsu is thought about early on, but even then, he never needed to use it. Entire armies designated him flee on sight, a reputation he earned during the Third Great Ninja War, where he famously wiped entire armies by himself. Tactical ability and combat prowess are all Minato's strong points, but it doesn't explain how he destroyed a group of almost 100 shinobi single-handedly. You see, a flee on sight marker doesn't make sense for someone nicknamed the Yellow Flash. If you saw Minato, you were already dead.
If you saw Minato, you were already dead. Damn, that's low-key glazed, but is it really glazed though? Like, if you think about it, like, if niggas see you and then die immediately, and niggas talk about that, is that really glazed? But nobody talks about Minato, R farms in his fit. So I be talking about that, bro. I think it be R farm. I be peeping.
Hiraishin no Jutsu, or Flying Raijin, is a technique that shouldn't really exist in a story. To travel
Yeah, he's the only nigga faster than the Raikage.
long distances, ninjas use the body flicker technique that enhances the user's speed in exchange for their chakra. On the other hand, Minato's technique is a genuine teleport. Any distance, any time, and no hand sign needed either. Dude's literally untouchable. Or is he? This is the Flying Raijin seal. Wherever Minato puts the seal, it stays there forever even if the target dies. For Minato, the marker acts as a beacon and the only place he can teleport to. Catching him might not be as impossible as we thought. If Todo's technique relied on a condition, Minato's teleportation is destination dependent. Our target has another strength we haven't mentioned. He is an extremely capable sensor type. At peak concentration, Minato can detect chakra signatures over vast distances, even faint chakra fluctuations and malicious intent. He's most dangerous when he's in danger himself. Trying anything now
He's most dangerous when he's in danger himself. That shit hard as hell.
will be pointless. You have to get him when he lowers his guard the most, where he feels at home. Literally, the Leaf Village, the most guarded location during the Shinobi War, Minato's hometown, and thus the best place to kill him. And there's only one team who could do it. Taiya's demonic flute produces one of the few sound genjutsus in existence. The phantom sound chains cause hallucinations and inhibit movement. Jirobo's most prominent battle trait is his immense physical strength that synergizes with his earth release techniques. In any other scenario, Jirobo would be the front line, but this time he will have to support his team. It takes a few seconds for Earth Prison to completely envelop its target, which is why it's crucial that Minato isn't allowed to react within the first second of his formation. Still, a second is all we'll get. Years of wartime experience immediately made Minato realize he's in a genjutsu, and he knew the exact steps to break out of it. Half a second to pull out a kunai and stab himself, and just another half to find the only escape route. The identity of the attackers and their motivations, all of it Minato can figure out later. Right now, he needs to throw the kunai. How did we get here? The Sound 4 are masters of infiltration and have done something similar twice in the show already, back to back. Once in episode 68 during the Chunin exams, where they managed to go undetected to assist with Orochimaru's fight against the third Hokage. But what's more impressive is their second infiltration in episode 109 right after that, to convince Sasuke to meet Orochimaru. A literal Hokage assassination plot just happened, and these guys are just walking in and out without breaking a sweat. Not ideal,
No cap. They are tough. I cannot cap.
but Minato is unfazed. His sensory skills immediately reveal the prison's weak spot. A single Rasengan should do it. Minato recognized the invader's features almost immediately. He's from the thought-to-be extinct Kaguya clan, famous for their dead bone pulse inherited technique. This ability allows the user to manipulate their bone size, density, and...
Bro, that's freaky as hell. Manipulating your bone size and density, bro, and fighting with their bones. Nigga, that shit OD freaky. Imagine fighting that shit.
structure at will, and Kimimaro mastered the technique. He's the strongest of the sound ninjas and most talented of the Kaguya clan. Thanks to his omnidirectional offensive capability, he's able to effortlessly run through whole divisions of soldiers. His overwhelming taijutsu techniques, combined with his bones said to be stronger than tempered steel, give him a near invincible defense that allow him to stand his ground against Naruto, Lee, and Gaara at the same time. But none of this matters to our target. As the creator of the Rasengan, Minato knows his technique will destroy the opponent's internal organs as long as it connects, no matter how durable their shell is. Kimimaro is completely outmatched. Unless he was never meant to match him. Taiyo's genjutsu and Jirabu's chakra drain meant that Minato could no longer perform long distance jumps.
Oh,
He needs to deal with Kimimaro right here and now.
Shoot.
No angle from behind or from above. And
got
this
his ass, twin.
no flashbacks either.
Nigga said no flashbacks. But you want to know something though? What he could always do every time he leaves the village. Wait, he only has one kunai. Never mind, that's not gonna work. I was gonna say he could use a kunai and then like put it somewhere when he walks around. So like whenever he's in a spot like this, he like uses it and teleports to it. But that I don't think that's gonna work because he only has one kunai and he was holding it. So that's tough. Damn.
This wouldn't work on our final target. Just like Todo and Minato, Ryo Shimazaki is also a teleporter. But where he differs from them is that his ability doesn't need a marker, nor a condition to activate. In other words, it has no downside. So, to beat him, we have to find a weakness in Shimazaki himself. Fortunately, the show already found it for us. You see, Mob Psycho's world doesn't really like overconfident
Damn, that shit got destroyed.
personalities. Almost every fight in the show starts with a loud punk insulting someone before getting completely ragdolled into a wall. Shimazaki doesn't get this treatment. His fight scene is, for me, the best sequence in the entire series, and that's because it's the first time the good guys needed strategy to win. Who are the good guys? Teruki, a jack of all trades, Ritsu, Mob's younger brother, Megumo, the most physically gifted Esper, Hana, the martial artist, Takeuchi, a key emitter, Yusuke, the gun-wielding samurai, Araki, the clone, Okai, the
Damn, all this to beat one nigga? Cat?
puppeteer, and finally, Terada, the
That's like what, 8 people? Damn.
restrainer. 9 Espers against
Oh,
1,
9 people. I can't count. My fault.
and yet,
Bro, I don't remember this. This gotta be season 2 or season 3. I mean, I don't. I want to remember this. This gotta be season 3. I wouldn't be not.
he has no cooldown or distance limit. He can sense and predict attacks aimed at him. How in the world did they beat this guy? Shimazaki is easily distracted. When he gets distracted, it is a bit inconsistent, but you can see a very clear pattern. He gets hyper-focused after each teleport to the point where someone can just run up and hit him in the face. This means he needs to actively use his prediction ability. Shimazaki's battle IQ is not high. Teruki demonstrates
He's stupid. That's tough.
this in their brief one-on-one sequence.
So basically, if Minato had this power, he'd be unstoppable. Because his battle IQ is strong. He's not an idiot. He doesn't get overconfident, and he's Minato, so he would fry with this.
Calling out his over-reliance on powers. And most importantly, it looks like Shimazaki really likes teleporting behind his opponent. And this is where he's finished. Combo chains interrupt the concentration he needs to teleport. Out of pure desperation, Shimazaki's body forced him to awaken Mind's Eye, a special mode that sharpens his perception, removing every distraction and allowing him to dispatch his opponents in one hit. Unfortunately, in this mode, Shimazaki can't perceive regular humans.
Now Megumi will cook with this. You're not lying. That's fair. But Minato would overly cook with this though.
From the original roster of 9 to just 3 for our plan. Still, I'd never talk down on the OGs for committing so many people. Going in blind against a teleporter is suicide, and each of the stories we discussed today show exactly that. The incredible utility and unpredictability they provide with their presence always earn them respect on the battlefield. It's why killing them in this video might seem simple, but
Yo, no bullshit. The nigga who made this video low-key sounds like Wembanyama. Say not. Say this nigga don't sound like Victor Wembanyama. He high-key does. If we gonna keep it a buck.
the level of planning and execution required would be borderline impossible in reality. The less strict the power system, the more assholes I had to create to beat them. Let me know in the comments of which of them you noticed, so we can laugh together.
That's crazy, bro. If it wasn't for Obito and the Nine Tails, Minato would have been Hokage for a long ass time. People barely ever use teleportation in fiction when it comes to powers because it's bad hard to beat. it's insanely hard to beat because they can just go from one place to another place. They're never truly in danger for real. That's OP.